Hello there my fellow volatile heroes, and welcome to another Rise of the Empire territory battles video guide. You'll be able to find this and all my other territory battle guides on my SWGOH Life website, so if you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. There'll be a link in the description below. This one I'll be visiting planet Zeffo, and like I did for all the other planets in the first 3 sectors, I will do like a guide, mission overview, and then as well show you the teams that I tried or have seen others using, so that you get a rough idea once you get to Zeffo what to expect, what kind of teams work well here. So let's first review actually the cool thing about Zeffo, which is unique so far to it, that once you reach star 1, then you get some get currency and as well 20 card attacks, and once you reach the 2nd star you get more get currency and as well more card attack as well. So this is really cool. I hope that whenever they add more planets they will keep doing that, just to help us out a little bit with the card attack crunch that is real. Otherwise, the operations, if you do feel them here on Zeffo, they grant you Legacy of the Sage's abilities. It's quite a lengthy one. You kind of give some buffs to target ally, but I'm not gonna go through it too much. You can read it, you can pause the video and read it if you're interested. I tried running a couple of times missions without this. Then when we did the first time around, we did get operations completed. They didn't really make a whole lot of difference to the battle, to be honest, so they're not needed really. They don't really do a whole lot in my opinion. Now let's look at the first mission here, the clone trooper one, where you have to use a full squad of clone troopers. Now in terms of the modifiers for the battles, we've got the unstable artifact, so that's unique to Zeffo right now. So at the start of the encounter, the healthiest unit gains ancient power core. And then when this unit with ancient power core takes damage, they get stunned, and then power core status effect transfers on whoever dealt damage to this. So similar like Coaxium gets passed around in another planet here in territory battles. Now keep these stuns in mind because they will help us win some of these missions once we get to them. So definitely a very powerful and useful modifier for all of us. Now in terms of clones, probably 2 ways to go about it. Personally, I have been running 501st Rex lead with Captain Rex. Because my Bad Batch all Relic 5, I can't try them myself, but I have seen others using Bad Batch with or without Omicron Omega, and they will still able to get it done at Relic 7, but obviously Omicron Omega will make it a lot easier. But you don't have to use it, looks like, without Omicron. Bad Batch can still get the job done. Or have you seen people running Bad Batch and instead of Omega using Captain Rex as 5th? So definitely flexibility around, but I would imagine most of us will have 501st at Relic 7 and not the Bad Batch. So that's for these guys. Let's go ahead and move on to the next mission, which is Jedi Knight Cal Kestis mission. Now here we are forced into Jedi Knight Cal lead, so whether you have Omicrons or not, again, I did this without Omicrons, without any issues, but again, having some Omicrons on Cal probably makes this easier, but again, same as with Bad Batch and Omega, you don't need to have any Omicrons to complete this with a full Jedi team under Jedi Knight Cal lead. We have the same unstable artifacts modifier with the whole ancient power core, but in addition, because we'll be going up against Empire enemies, we get, the standard Empire modifier here. It's quite a lengthy one, but most annoyingly, whenever they use special ability, they call their ally to assist and then increase damage until the end of the counter for all allies. So the longer battle goes on, the harder these guys will be hitting, and then as well, yes, they do get Imperial Pro Droid summoned to the field. So just the modifier we already know from other planets. So here, Jedi Knight Cal lead, you're forced to use that, and then I found that obviously Jedi Master Luke is great there, and then Jedi Knight Luke, Shakti is cool because she can put taunt over on Jedi Master Luke, and then General Skywalker is great as well because when he crits, he increases the cooldowns on the enemy, so they can't use their special abilities, which means they don't get assists and increase their damage. So this is the team I'll be running without any issues, pretty straightforward to run. And then we've got the generic light side mission. We get unstable artifacts. So again, this one with the ancient power core, no Imperial supremacy on this one. So here I was actually able to try out myself 3 different squads. So I did Galactic Legend Leia, Array Jedi Training, Jedi Master Kenobi, but I have also other scenes just using a standard CLS squad. Apparently can get the job done as well. So definitely you don't need to have Galactic Legends to complete this, but obviously it makes a lot easier. So I'll show you the 3 battles I did myself later on in the video. And then finally we got the final ground mission, which is the Unaligned Force User one. And this is same as Jedi Cal Castes. We got the same modifier with unstable artifacts and as well Imperial Supremacy. Here I was just running Rey. I tried actually first time we came to Zeffo, tried Seer Lead. But the issue with light side unaligned force users is they just don't have a lot of damage output. So while Seer does give you some sort of ability, eventually enemy just nukes you. That's why I think here Rey is gonna be the only lead here that will work at the moment for the unaligned force users. And then obviously Ben is nice there for the whole Ben Rey cheese and things like that. And as you can see from the graphics on screen, we will be facing some real boss in this one in second wave. So it was a very fun mission. Let's go ahead now and look at the fleet one. Now here for the fleets, you actually can have assault formation enabled. That's actually coming from Kashyyyk's operations. So I had a couple of times go when we didn't have operations field yet, so I did not have assault formation yet active. I think I won 1 and I lost 2, so definitely to get consistent results you will want to enable operations on Kashyyyk, most importantly because defensive formation will give a pre-taunt on your tank. So when you start off with your Y-Wing, it will have a taunt, so they can't then just gun down Anakin, which they usually do if you do not have a taunt up at the start of the battle. What makes this tricky is actually the modifier for this battle, electromagnetic winds. So whenever we use a special ability, including capital ships, we increase the cooldowns of all the other abilities. So obviously you start off with a mass assist, but then on your next turn you can't call reinforcement because you increased your cooldowns. Then you use your other special, you still can't call reinforcements, and then finally use a basic. You will see in the battle, it takes a while before you get reinforcement out, but same applies for the enemy as well. And most annoyingly, whenever you do reinforce, they get shield disruption as well applied to them. So definitely a very tricky modifier here to deal with. And we will be facing Malevolence with the buzz droids. Now I had to play around, and obviously the lineup with Marauder will be better, I think, here with starting lineup with your Negotiator. Okay, now before we go to missions, I gotta say, CG did a really good job actually at designing missions on Zeffo. They'll have like their own kind of mechanics to deal with, and once you kind of figure it out, there isn't really a whole lot of RNG involved. It's just a case of, you know, having the right team. Unlike some of the missions where they designed where even you have the right or the required squad at relic levels, they're still dicey. Okay, so let's just now start going for missions one at a time, and we'll just kick off with the clones. So this is my 501st squad. I did not remod for this mission because Captain Rex will provide us a lot of turn meter whenever we are critically hit. So speed is not really that much important here. In terms of damage, as you can see, I got, you know, not that amazing mods on my clones, but they don't really need them. Again, you know, aerial advances from Rex will do a lot of damage. So the only one that got good mods on is Captain Rex, because, you know, he and OG Rex, they both kind of are the engine of this squad. So there we go. We've got droids, some guardians, so let's go ahead and see what's going on with these guys. So they got core shutdown. This unit cannot be defeated unless it's stunned. So all 3 of them cannot be defeated. Hence why that ancient power core modifier we get actually will really help us out here, because on here we don't have a whole lot of stuns. Like Captain Rex, he's got on his special stun, and then Echo, because these guys are actually droid, his AoE can stun droids as well. So if you are to mod for this mission, I would throw a lot of potency on Echo so you can get stuns out reliably, and then you can obviously defeat them when they are stunned. If not, the modifier here will help us out eventually to land stun on these guys. In terms of the abilities from the droids, from Tomb Guardians, they got a sweeping beam, so it's an AoE, deals special damage to all enemies, inflict them with vulnerable, and then here comes these enemies without boon, can't avoid this attack, will be critical hit. So, you know, it does some damage, but nothing too crazy in there. And then the other one, Crushing Stomp, deals special damage to target enemy which can't be evaded. If critically hit, dispel all buffs and expose them. So again, nothing too crazy on this basic ability, I guess, or it's a special. And yeah, they're just showing you the modifier we have with the Ancient Power Core. Let's see the uniques. So whenever this unit is damaged, reduce its cooldowns by 1. Alright, so they got some cooldown reduction, so they can get to their AoEs faster. And as we've seen before, this unit can't be defeated unless it's stunned. So nothing really too crazy here with these Tomb Guardians. They look quite imposing, but aside from they can't be defeated unless stunned, nothing really scary about these guys. Anyway, we'll just start pinging away at this, and you know, we'll have to wait and see. Just guess I'll go for the middle one. I don't know. They're all the same. There we go. Let's start off Captain Rex AoE. Booster meter to the squad. Let's go ahead and put turret over on 5s, because he'll be probably getting bonus turret meter. Here comes the... There we go. Got 2 stuns there from the AoE from Echo. And as well Captain Rex has got a stun on his special. So we got a few stuns here, and as well from Ancient Power Core. We should be able to land some stuns. So initially just want to target to 1 down and just keep going after them, get them into red, and then line up a stun, and then you will be able to kill them off. Otherwise, pretty straightforward. As you can see, we have no issues keeping up with these guys. Let's do another AoE with Captain Rex, and we just keep pinging away at the first Tomb Guardian. I don't want to get the taunt up, just in case. There we go, another AoE, couple of more stuns, and then Captain Rex can maybe line up another stun. Perfect. We keep these guys stun locks again. Let's go ahead, booster meter. Let's line up a stun with somebody, so then Captain Rex can finish them off with aerial advantage. So we got the first Tomb Guardian down in red. I'll just get him as low as I can. I'm gonna pop aerial advantage on the other guy just to get him as well into red. There we go. We got a stun there on Tomb Guardian with 5s because of the Ancient Power Core. Unfortunately wasn't able to get a turn. There we go, Eka coming in with the stun. We can go defeat the first Tomb Guardian. Now the second one got stunned again because of the Ancient Power Core. So you can see Ancient Power Core really helping us out here to get through these guys. Now let's see if we can burn through another one before it gets a turn. Perfect. Come on, almost got him. Almost got him. There we go. Now we just go ahead. Have to wait to land the stun on the final Tomb Guardian. Oh, there we go. Got a stun and a kill in the same one. Nice fun from Captain Rex. And the second wave is kind of even more straightforward. We're going up against a Jedi General Chiata. First I thought it was just a standard Jedi Sentinel we get, but then I saw that she's counter-attacking a lot, so then I just left her alone, obviously, until I got a daze on her. So definitely focus on Padawan here first, on the, you know, quasi-Jedi Consular, I guess, until you get daze on her, and then you can just get rid of her with aerial advantage. Because you can see she was putting down some big damage. But as soon as I realized that, I'm like, okay, let her be, focus on Padawan, get aerial advantage lined up, get her down, and him as well. That's why you don't really need like any special mods on your clones. They just do the job, I think, with whatever you've got on them. Let's move on to the Jedi Cal. Again, no Omicrons for me on Jedi Cal, but still worked pretty well. But otherwise, his leadership, I think, without Omicron, not that great, but you know, that's okay. We've got other guys here to help us out. Again, I did not remod for this mission. These are just the mods I do have on these guys, but I do love my Jedi, so I do have you know, quite good mods on these guys. They're very versatile faction. You can use them in many ways, many different combinations. Again, bring in Jedi Luke for the stun, and then General Skywalker there for increasing cooldowns. So the enemies, remember, we've got here the Imperial Supremacy modifier. Won't be able to do a whole lot. So we got a 1 Punch Trooper, we got a Stormtrooper. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we got any information about the security droids, so not sure what they do. We'll just go ahead and get them out. There we go. We got a stun on Purge Trooper. I guess he had the Ancient Power Core on them. We can go ahead stun, and that's why I like to do Shakti here, just in case, you know, if enemies do get loose. We put now Taunt over on Jedi Master Luke, and then we just keep going. Again, utilizing John Skywalker to keep increasing the cooldowns, so hopefully they don't get to use their special abilities. We also lined up a daze from the AoE from John Skywalker, so again, you know, even if they do get to use special abilities, they won't be calling allies to assist. We'll go after Purge Trooper first. I guess he's the main damage dealer, I guess, in this squad. We'll just keep going. There we go. Do another AoE. Keep wrecking their cooldowns. Okay, there we go. And of course, keep working until you get your Jedi Cal to his insta-kill. Okay, there we go. We'll just keep going. So you can see we're burning through these guys without any problem. Between the days, increasing cooldowns, stuns and everything. They hardly get to do anything. Obviously, I would prefer Jedi Master Luke lead, obviously, but you know, it's okay. We can still get through these guys without much of problems. Alright, keep going. Stormtrooper, quite a beefy one, but we'll get through him eventually. You know, between armor shreds and then John Skywalker reducing their max health whenever they run out of protection, we burn through them. And we got second sister, okay, and 2 Purge Troopers. I'm gonna go ahead first, heal up Cal there, get the taunt off from second sister, boost their meter to the team, and then we'll just start working on Purge Trooper number 1. We'll just go ahead and give turn over, I guess, to Shakti, so she can put a taunt over on Luke, in case, again, these guys do get loose. There we go, wrecking their cooldowns, so with gas. Also Jedi Master Luke special as well increases the cooldowns on the target enemy, so even more ways to reduce, to increase cooldowns on the enemies. There we go, we just took 1 Purge Trooper down. I think we got our insta-kill from Cal ready to be used, so we'll just get rid of second sister, then finish off the last remaining Purge Trooper. This will complete now the Jedi Knight Cal mission on Zeffo. Again, pretty straightforward with a good, solid Jedi team. Then let's move on to the unaligned Force user one. Again, as mentioned before, I tried Seer, did not work, has to be Rey lead. In terms of what you want to use the other guys, obviously depending on what you have, but that's what I was running with. I was using Commander Luke under Leia lead, and obviously you will have Cal as well as Seer at Relic 7 to unlock Zeffo, so definitely you can run those, then ban. And then for the last one, I was running Ahsoka Fulcrum. Maybe Visas is nice for revive. I don't have her. She's at their Relic 5. You could use Scavenger Rey, but I use her with Rey Jedi training in another mission. And then I need Commander Ahsoka Tano for Jedi Master Kenobi. So this is the what we have to use most likely. As you can see, they're putting out some damage, but we should be able to get through this. Let's go ahead and dispel those buffs. Sure, they resist everything anyway. As you will see, these battles do take a while because we just don't have a whole lot of damage on this team. Like even Whirlwinds, you know, they will not do all much damage at all. Let's get some, I guess, debuff spreading. Let's keep going out with Lifeblood. Obviously, the goal here is try not to get your Rey into yellow, because then they can knock out Ban, and if they knock out Ban, they can knock out Rey. Whirlwind barely tickling these guys. Anyway, let's go into ultimate so we can recover some health. But obviously between Cal's healing, you should be able to keep your Rey topped up. There we go, they got Ban in damage immunity, but again, he cannot be taken out while Rey's alive. We pop back in the ultimate, which again gives you some time to heal up a little bit, recover some health. Again, make sure that your Rey stays above 50% health, which unfortunately right now I did put her low. And this is where we can cheese a little bit, just try to stall out the battle as long as you can, get out as many lifebloods as you can, just that you build up some bonus protection for the next wave so you can take a couple of hits. There we go, but you don't need too much. It's not like the one on Baraka where you really have to get a lot. But anyways, here we go. We got a boss here, ATST. Again, no description of its abilities, not sure what it does. We got plenty of bonus protection, we got ultimate ready to go, so we should be good here. Let's just, yeah, let's go into ultimate. So then it wastes all these big hits, not doing any damage to us at all. There we go. Okay, oof, that were a couple of AoEs, a couple of more attacks. Ultimate, okay, not doing that much damage. Whirlwind coming in. Okay, we get there. We might need another ultimate to get it down. Okay, although I guess Ben and their Ahsoka Fulcrum, they can do some nice damage as well. As you can see, basically they're stuck. They can't kill off Ben because Rey is alive. And there we go. No issues whatsoever. Again, without remodding, was able to complete this multiple times. And finally, we've got a couple of actually 3 different teams here that I tried out that worked okay for the generic light side mission. Not the ideal Leia lineup, but again, I was using R2 with the droids with Rey Jedi training on another mission, used Drogon on Kashyyyk with Saw. So really kind of struggling to put a decent rebel squad together. But anyways, just checking their abilities, what they do. The only thing is you have to first get rid of the 2 droids on the left before you can kill off the main droid. That's really the only thing what you need to know. And they're similar like Dark Trooper. They got like 4 stacks on them, so you can't defeat them while they have stacks. Every time you defeat them, they lose 1 stack. What I found out with Han is good to get a stun on the main boss droid, because he can do quite a lot of damage and you can quickly lose somebody in the opening sequence. So just get a stun on him and then hopefully you should be good to go from here. Okay, we got Kanan here. I think he does a cleanse. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and just, yeah, start working on the first droid here. Let's go ahead and get some protection up. Sure, I guess we just get inspiration. Oh, sorry, Spark of Rebellion. But unfortunately only one here, Rogue One, so he got it only to himself. I mean, if we lose Kanan, I think we can revive him with Leia, right? So we should be fine if we lose him. I'll do like Commander Luke because he's got stun on his basic whenever enemies have defense down. So again, trying to keep the main boss from ever taking a turn. So just keep stunning him with Luke constantly while you work on the other 2 droids, and you should be good to go. Stuck a little bit there behind the tone. There we go. We almost got first droid down. Perfect. Start working on the other droid. Again, I don't exactly know what Leia does. I'm a new owner of Leia, so still kind of figuring out. That's okay. We should be able to bring Kanan back now with the ultimate, right? Yay, there we go, we got him back, perfect. As I said before, no need to worry about losing Kanan, I guess. There we go, we got the 2 droids down finally, and now we can finish off the main droid and just remaining bounty hunter. We go, and on to the next wave. So these are the same Tomb Guardians we faced with our clones. Again, in order to defeat them, they have to be stunned. So pretty straightforward, as you can see, yeah, they have to be stunned. Just checking, abilities looks like, yeah, all the same. So if you've done a clone mission, you most likely will know how to handle these guys. Again, they have to be stunned in order to be defeated, but we do have some stuns in the squad between Han and Luke, and then of course the Ancient Power Core there helping us out with the stuns along the way. Otherwise, pretty straightforward. Just, you know, try to get these guys down. There we go. No stuns so far. Can somebody get me a stun? Okay, I just push back Terminator there, I guess. Okay, come on, there we go, got him down. The other guy down as well. Get a stun with Luke, finish him off, and now just one more Tomb Guardian to go. It's definitely Leia, no issues here in this mission at all, even when obviously did not have the ideal lineup in this one. There you go again, stun with Luke's basic, and then we were able to finish off the last droids. So up next we got the Rey Jedi training squad with the droids, and as the last one I had Scavenge and Rey available at Relic 7 for my resistance guys, because everybody else is like at the Relic 5 still. Now for this one I did have to remod, because you do need a lot of speed on these guys so you can get a jump start, similar as if you would be using them like on Kashyyyk or Brak as well. You need a lot of speed to get them going. Okay, so with all that stuff, we're barely outrunning the main boss, but this is good. Let's go ahead and do the wiggle. So we get our secret intel going, do an AoE to give Terminator to our guys. And there we go, we got a stun on the main one because of the power core, I would imagine. We can go ahead, push back turn meter on one of the guys, and then again, same as we did with Leia, we have to first burn down the two other droids before we can go after the boss. There we go, just kind of spreading the damage here, spreading exposes and everything on these guys, trying to getting stuns as well. Let's do here another AoE, more turn meter for a team, keep wiggling. Okay, just trying to keep everybody under control. Okay, sure, give me some assist, Illuminated Destiny, perfect timing, another AoE. So you can see we really got the whole turn meter train rolling here. And good thing about Rey Jedi training, she applies healing immunity, so it's very easy and very quickly you can burn through the droids, because once they've got a healing immunity on them that cannot be dispelled, it's locked, you can take them down very quickly. As you can see, the droid had 3 stacks, but I was just able to get him down just with a couple of hits. We got one more droid. The other one will never get a turn. We're constantly pushing back turn meter, because with Rey Jedi training lead, whenever we use special abilities, all enemies with expose on them get their turn meter removed, obviously saving Illuminated Destiny once we hit wave 2. Okay, and we got the same Tomb Guardians as we did elsewhere. Again, you know, we got plenty ways to stun on this team, so we shouldn't have problems. Well, plenty. It's really Artus basically is the only one, and obviously the Ancient Power Core also. So let's go ahead, get a mass assist, get a stun, perfect, and I'll just see if we can burn down the first Tomb Guardian while we have it stunned. One more hit should do it. Artus burning, finishing it off. There we go, perfect. Now we go on the next Tomb Guardian, keep working it down, push back turn meter, get a stun, perfect, mass assist, boom. Definitely Rey Jedi training here. The turn meter train really help us get these guys down, but again, you will need a lot of speed on your droids so you can get rolling at the start of wave 1. And finally, Jedi Master Kenobi, another great option here. So this, as you can see, I actually had this boon ability. I'm like, what does it do? I'm like, it's too long to read. I don't think I really need it. So yeah, let's just go ahead first, put over damage immunity on Kenobi so he can take a few hits while we are obviously lining up our Force Leap from Ahsoka. Now with Kenobi, you can do the same thing as we did with the Rey Jedi training. The healing immunity cannot be cleansed off, so even when they lose the stacks, they won't be losing the healing immunity, so you can burn through them very quickly. Anakin coming here with an AoE for the dispel. I'm like, sure, let's go ahead and use it if I have it, I guess. I don't know, put it on Ahsoka, I guess. Let's go ahead and do kick in the face. Okay, there we go. As you can see, no health recovery, so you can use same trick as we did with Rey Jedi training. Let's go ahead, just insta-kill one of the bounty hunters, then we go on the next bounty hunter droid. Let's go ahead, lock in the healing immunity, and again, we should be able to burn through him very quickly. Anakin coming in with his bonus turn, Padme coming in with bonus turn. Let's go ahead, hit the high ground. Okay, alright, let's go ahead again, put damage immunity on Kenobi. Let's go ahead, take out another bounty hunter again, because of the healing immunity here. No issues burning through the side droids, and let's go ahead after the droid captain, finish him off as well, and you know, we should be good to go from here on out. Again, yeah, sure, let's use the operations ability, but again, I don't think it really makes a whole lot of difference. And we've got the Tomb Guardians again, as obviously in the previous missions, and you know, here we do get to get stuns on these guys. Now the only stun I do have on this team is actually Padme's kick, so you could line up a hit there. Otherwise, I think they kept resisting my Padme's kicks because she's not really modded for potency, but eventually, because of the Ancient Power Core, they stunned themselves, and we were able to get that thing going. And same thing with the other guys, just get them down. Hit the high ground whenever ready, obviously, so we get more survivability. Sure, give more of these buffs around and keep working these guys down. There we go. Locking. The healing immunity. Come on, give me. Resisted the stun. Okay, fine. Okay. Who's got actually the Ancient Power Core on this one? Must be one of my guys. Okay, but eventually they will. There we go. Perfect. So same thing as in the other one, eventually they do get ancient power core, then when you hit them, then you can take them down. So Jam Master Kenobi, pretty straightforward again, because of ancient power core. You are able to take these guys down, so don't worry if you forget to bring in units for this mission that don't have stuns. At least the ancient power core will help you knock that out. And finally, let's go ahead and finish off with a quick fleet mission. On starting lap with Marauder, but I guess, I don't know if he really need it. You can probably get away without using it, but probably just makes things a little bit easier. That's where it's important to have formations enabled from the Kashyyyk planet, so that you get then the pre-taunt on your Y-Wing. Otherwise, from my testing, they always put boss droids on Anakin and they can, you know, go after him, and then you have to keep trying to keep him alive. At least like this, Anakin's safe, and if you lose Y-Wing, that's fine. At least Anakin is getting lots of bonus turns, but you can see no reinforcements yet, because whenever we use special ability, we increase our cooldowns. There we go, we lost Y-Wing, that's fine. We'll just keep going. Let's do an AoE to get some boost to the damage. Again, no yet. We have to use basic, and then on next turn we can bring out the reinforcements if we need to. There we go. Anakin's out in the open, of course. There we go, nice big hit there. Let's go ahead, smack an AoE, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and bring out Blow, I guess, just to boost the turn meter to our guys. So let's just go ahead and do that. Or actually, let's put a taunt first, just to make sure we have Anakin protected. That's fine, perfect. Come on, get him down, almost there. That should finish it. There we go, perfect. So you can see, you know, once you do have these formations enabled, these battles are quite straightforward. Without it, a bit dicey, can be done. But obviously, if you do want to have a guaranteed win, definitely wait until those Kashyyyk operations are filled up. Well guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully this video was useful and helpful, just giving you the overview of Zeffo and then the teams I tried in these couple of rounds at Zeffo. We had our guild. Let me know how you guys are getting on in your territory battles, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.